Hello everyone, I am Andrew Dornan, also known as Welcome here on YouTube. Today, some more LEGO Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. In the previous episode, we took on Chapter 3, Speeder Showdown, got 6 out of 10 mini-kits, not that bad. Today we are doing the Battle of Endor, which is going to be pretty exciting. Whew! So, peek behind the curtain, before recording this episode, I had lunch. Back when this requires a bit of backstory. Back when I was like in high school and even before that, there would be some days I would just go with my dad to his place of work, and if we were there on like a Saturday or something, and lunchtime rolled around, he would go and get Little Caesars pizza. Now we all know Little Caesars isn't the best, but god damn it, little old me thought that was just the best pizza in the world. Then flash forward to my adult years, and I started having Domino's, and I never went back. Well, ever since quarantine hit, we had, like, blah. Because of quarantine, my dad works from home, and so those fun days of, like, going with him to work and just hanging out with him all day, wasn't really something that we could do anymore. And we also just stopped getting takeout because, like, when you're home alone and one parent, my mom, doesn't work as much because of quarantine, really puts a damper on finances. So we didn't do takeout for the longest time, and our first takeout was supposedly a hot and ready from a Little Caesars just one town over where we usually got them back in the day. And that was terrible. And for like a couple of months, we gave up on Little Caesars until about a week or so ago, maybe more. My dad was like, let's go to Little Caesars, but let's go to the one in town. And let me tell you, that was a pretty good decision. I don't know. I think maybe that Little Caesars just gets more business, so, they're always making their pizzas fresh or whatever. But it was kind of interesting. So, yeah. So, had Little Caesars pizza today, and honestly, maybe it was just because I was really hungry, but it tasted pretty okay. It tastes pretty good. So, one thing I wanted to mention, but I was in the middle of sharing a story, is that if you pay close attention to that cutscene that just played, you'll actually notice that, like, it's all like the Death Star isn't that big compared to the backdrop, and then when it pans down and shows the characters looking out at the shield generator, that's you can tell it's a flat texture, but if you look just a tad bit closer, you'll actually see that it's a lot closer to the characters than it tries to portray, which is really interesting. I just gotta, point that out, because these LEGO games, like, hot dang, they, like, the older ones may not stand the test of time today, but gosh darn it, it's just, it's so good. I'm stumbling over my words because I can't describe how it's really interesting, all the little tips and tricks they do to try and, like, give depth, and how to, string these cutscenes together in such a way where they look good. And I would dare say they still look pretty good today. But yeah, it's just, it's so great. So right now all we're doing is just clearing on through, and these little trapdoors that we couldn't do anything about for a majority of the Let's Play, or a majority of story mode so far, we can actually do something about it, because we got a little Ewok buddy, and it's great. I will say that when it comes to, like, parts like this, like, 9 times out of 10, the AI, like, if you're playing free play mode, will try and turn into a small character just so they can join you. And honestly, to me, that just seems like the cutest thing ever. It's like the AI is like, wait, no, where'd you go? I want to go with you. It's too precious. So we actually can't do anything about that. Okay. I'm like pulling every lever. I'm chicken. I'm checking behind every little corner just because I wanna make extra sure that I get everything. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this before I activate that panel just so I don't forget. There we go. Also, you may be looking at how slowly that True Jedi gauge is growing. You're like, oh gosh. But remember, this is the entire ground battle of Battle of Endor. So, it'll pick up. Like, you will get True Jedi mode by the end of story mode. It will take basically the whole game or the whole level to get True Jedi, maybe a bit sooner if you're very good about not dying, but you'll get there. Don't worry about it. Also, holy crap, I'm getting massive blasts of nostalgia right now because like Lego Star Wars 2 was like my game. And so, like, you know, back when CD drives were a thing on computers, played this thing on PC all the friggin' time. And then, oh man, just the fact that, sorry, I'm just stumbling over the fact that I've got a lot of things going on to take care of, but then also a lot of nostalgia happening. Like, friggin' heck, y'all. Like Little Caesars Pizza and then turning around and playing Lego Star Wars 2. Like, holy crap, the levels of nostalgia are outstanding. It's just, oh, I can't handle it. It's too good. Who knows, maybe I just might freaking cry when it gets around to the bonus episode and I'm like, hey, let's look at that GBA port and that DS port, and then it's just crocodile tears. Genuine crocodile tears, not the kind that lots of apology videos are where they're like, oh, I made such a horrible mistake. Not to get into YouTube drama or anything, it's just I always found those kind of apology videos a little funny in sort of like a complete asshole kind of way, where it's like, yeah, sure, you're so sorry, Jan. Chewbacca. But yeah, it's just one of those things, you know. When you stay on YouTube long enough, eventually you're like, yeah, you're so sorry. You'll totally learn from your actions. Which I guess the internet has just made me very cynical about a lot of things. But apparently not about, like, freaking Pokemon. Oh, jeez. Oh. Are there a couple of... Okay, there are. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Ah, great, okay. Hey, hold on, I'm gonna blast you in a minute. I just gotta destroy all these plants. Because, you know, plants. Oop. Nope. Oh, shoot, I missed. I missed again. Oh, excuse me. And there we go. Was there? Oh, yeah, that's what I was working on. I was like, I feel like I forgot something. Yeah, it was this little platform right here. There we go. And then, yes, perfect. Second mini kit. Oh, I think I talked about this, but, for, this would be sometime after the Let's Play, like, after the fact. I don't know if it would come out, after the bonus episode, which would be like that's it, the series is done. But I was thinking about doing a supercut of all the mini kits to be collected, and honestly, I don't know. Would you guys like that? Would that be something that would be like pretty cool or informative to have, where it's like all the mini kits in one spot? Do let me know, because I've been like going back and forth on whether or not I want to do that supercut idea. because it's like, I don't know. I just haven't really been like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. But it's like, oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. But I don't know. I just hem and haw on certain things because I'm not entirely sure how well I could execute something like that. Like I did the little supercut of the various getting the various mini kits. I would probably I don't know. Do not know. I think I might just stick with how I used to do it, like back in Lego Star Wars 1, the video game, or I guess just call it Lego Star Wars the video game, where I was like, you know what? Let's just show only the free play kits, because the way the episodes are structured, you know, it's like, okay, here's all the stuff in free play, which if you're being very thorough, or if you're playing along, then it doesn't really matter if it's a supercut or not after the fact. I don't know. Again, very indecisive. This isn't like Pokemon where it's like going in, I'm like, yes, okay, so this is what I want to show, and this is how I want to show it. Lego games are always completely improvised. It's like, yep, this is how I want to run this series. By the seat of my freaking pants. Let's get that built. Just so it's out of the way. And then there's a tractor here, and that's important because we're gonna do something with that tractor. Not important for the story, but important if you want to have fun. That's how we live our life here. Is it raining? No, it's just really windy. Okay. I did see some really dark clouds earlier, and it's just getting darker in the middle of the day, which, you know, is a great sign, especially considering, you know, there's a hurricane on the way and a tropical storm just passed through. And it's like, that's definitely what we need in our lives. Ooh, lots of coins. Thank you very much. And now, we go over here. We can have these carrots start popping up. Oh, jeez. Come on. That's the one weird thing about the tractor, is that, like, if you leave it be, it'll just, like, pop back to starting position. Yeah, it'll just do it on its own, which is really weird, and I don't know why it does that. It also glitches out, so, you know, be careful. I love how it got caught on a freaking carrot of all things. What is that noise? That was probably the friggin' tractor just wigging out. It's like, alright, you had your fun. Oh man. Speaking of fun, telling lies. No. Sort of. I used to have this friend back in was it middle? It was middle school. Schools in the South have a different system. It's like, obviously you have pre-K and kindergarten and elementary, but then it's like there's middle school, and then after middle school is intermediate school, and then it's high school, which I think in other places, in normal places of the world, it's just called junior high. I'm pretty sure, but like junior high is different, but whatever. So there was a person that I knew in middle school. God damn it, what is up with me today? And I think the reason why, like, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's like so cool or whatever, was the fact that like he had a PlayStation 2 and like really liked Star Wars Battlefront or whatever. Different from Dan, who also has a PlayStation 2 and really likes Star Wars Battlefront. But anyways, weird side tangents all day, every day. I remember one day in art class, this guy was telling me about how there was a demo for Halo on the DS. And of course I knew about Halo and I always wanted to play it, and I watched some gameplay videos of Halo because, you know, can't play Halo because it was rated M. I think my mom's one of the few parents on Earth that actually like looked at the ESRB and actually gave a damn about the ESRB. Yeah, weird. That's a story for another day. But yeah, so anyways, he told me about Halo for the DS, and I didn't believe him, and he was like, no, I have the demo, and it's like, I would like to see this. And he was like, just search up Halo DS on YouTube. And so I did, and I was like, well, he's not a liar, it does exist. But today, I was actually watching a video by Digino Gaming where they went over like 50 canceled Nintendo DS games. And one of the things mentioned in there was Halo for the DS. But the thing about Halo for the DS was it was not official by Bungie. It was like either done by the person who claimed that Halo DS existed or some other source. It was really interesting. And yeah, it did, honestly, that, and then also watching Scott the Woz video on Call of Duty for the DS made me realize just like there weren't that many first-person shooters for the 3DS. Like, they all happened on the DS, and then it was like the 3DS came out, and they were like, we don't know what to do with this. It's like, well, you could have made better versions of the first-person shooter games that you made on the DS, but okay. I think the one game that really sticks out in my mind as a first-person shooter for the 3DS is Moon Chronicles, which is like a 3DS eShop exclusive port of an old DS game that was broken up into episodes, and you had to buy each episode separately or get the season pass to get all of them at like a discounted price, which is what I did, and I played the hell out of that game. I might eventually cover it in a video essay as part of the gems of the 3DS eShop kind of deal. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe. I don't want to confirm anything just for like a while later be like, oh no, I didn't feel like it, so I canceled it or whatever. Which, I mean, I'm gonna be real, is like a lot of my old video game ideas that I would like design all the way out and then either lose interest. I am getting a lot of stuttering. Holy crap. Because I would like either lose interest or you know, I didn't have the skill to make such a game, and so they just like sat in folders for all eternity. Excuse you. I have gotten better at making games with the full extent of my knowledge being RPG Maker, so you know, there goes all of my credibility. It's fine. There are actually some really great games made in RPG Maker. Like, there are people who really know how to make the most out of that engine. But then there's me, who doesn't know anything except how to play video games, and also knows a great deal about video game design theory, but for the life of him can't figure out why his dumb brain can't comprehend programming languages. The most you can comprehend are the friggin' like select an option from, you know, the RPG makers of the world. What is it, the Constructs 2 of the worlds, you know, all that fun stuff. Maybe I'm being too much of a downer on myself when it comes to like making games, because it's like, you know, I do try. But then it's like after a while I'm like, I don't have time for this, because I want to focus on other things that I really like doing, like video production. And that I already know how to do. It's just a matter of, do I know how to take it to the next level? The answer is yes, but do I have the resources? Hell no. It's like, yeah. Not to get into that whole thing. That might just be like a random like video essay topic on its own, where it's like here, let me talk about, you know, money and depression and motivation for, you know, God knows how many friggin' minutes, like 10 minutes. And it's like, here's a 10-minute video on why I sometimes don't make good stuff. That's just me. Me being me. Alright, so is there anything over here? Oh yeah, there was something over here I could get. I could get that. And then build that. And then that's it. That's all I can do. Alright, and then is that there's just a stormtrooper chilling out up there. Excuse you? Alright, fine, whatever. Let's see. Was there anything else we needed to destroy while I'm over here? No, yeah, actually. Get some more money for our troubles. There we go. And we're so close to getting inside and beating the level. And there actually is some more Lego sets, but I just want to be extra sure that I get them all. Alright, now we go over here. Do that. Now that person goes up there and pulls the lever. Nice. Can I not switch to him up there? I guess not. Rip. Alright, well, let's go up there. And over here, then we get some more Lego studs for our troubles. And also start building this little ramp. Because as we all know, you can only move boxes with stripes on them and only on checkerboard surfaces. Because it's just the law of the universe. I mean, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. TT Games makes the rules. Alright, there we go. And it's an R2D2. Where's our... There you are. I was like, we lost the astromech. We're gonna have to start over, guys. There we go. And now, huzzah, we are in here now. And we should, I think, I could be wrong, but I think this hallway might give us enough Lego studs to push us over into True Jedi. Maybe. Oop. We're so freaking close, like it's absurd. Come on. Get in this hallway or bust. There we go. Oh, you kidding me? It's so close. Gosh, I always remember the True Jedi for this level being like something real stupid like... No! We didn't get it. Not in this hallway. Shoot. Hold on. Did I? Yeah, I got everything over here. Alright, well, we'll just have to go into the next room and get those Lego studs. Hello! No! Oh, dang it. You shot me. The gun is mightier than the fist, it seems. There we go. No, you don't. There we go, finally. It was like 90,000 Lego studs. This is a little absurd. I love how they keep unassembled explosives in the shield generator room. Like, it just makes sense, honestly. Like, you know, you got a rebel uprising on your hand, might as well make it easy for folks. Like, hey, do you want to rebel against the Empire? Well, guess what? Now we've made it easier than ever. We leave explosives in our bases that you want to destroy, but you have to assemble it yourselves under heavy siege. Have fun. Ah, that'd be... wouldn't that be one hell of a friggin', like, dystopian, like, friggin', novel. It's just like the premise is like this dystopian government that like is really horrible to its people, and it knows, like, it is incredibly self-aware of just how horrid it is, and it knows like revolution is coming around, and so it's like, you know what, let's make it easy on the people. And so they start, leaking out battle plan or troop movements and all this stuff to make it really easy for the people to like start rioting or like start like engaging in sabotage or whatever. But then it like comes out, it's like, oh, it was all a ploy, and it just keeps causing tensions to rise, and it's just like this horrible tyrannical government that's, again, very self-aware of what it's doing, just goes off the rail, and it's like, all right, we're gonna start mass incarcerating, and then that sparks the revolution. And then they're like, hey, we put explosives in our in our various bases and generators, for you guys to take advantage of. And then either the explosives turn out to be duds or something else entirely, where it turns out it's basically a trap. And then it's like, you fools, we lured you into a trap. You think, we would just let you destroy this base? Like, get out of here. And so it's this whole thing about like a painfully self-aware tyrannical government inciting a revolution only to crush it. And the entire reason why they let the revolution happen is it turns out that it's like the generals are just bored, and they're like, we want something to do. And it's like, okay, what if we sparked a revolution in the people? Would that give you something to do? And it's like, yeah, actually, quelling rebellions does seem kind of fun this time of year. Let's do it. Someone should write a book about that. I wonder if it already exists. Is it called The Hunger Games? Gosh, the friggin' Hunger Games. The problem with the Hunger Games is that it doesn't seem like the government in that universe is aware of its incompetence and its evil nature or whatever. But the thing about this government that I'm describing is that they are completely competent. They are just evil for the sake of being evil, because they're like, yeah, we'll just be evil. Because why not? And so it's like they actually run the government efficiently, but they're also horribly evil. So, that's an idea. I'm sure somebody will turn into a Netflix series when I'm not looking and be like, yes, this is an original show by me. I am original, and totally didn't rip this from some small YouTube channel. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of stormtroopers. From one small YouTube channel that barely has a following. That also almost accidentally ripped off a much larger creator when working on his next video essay, because that was a fun thing to realize while I was writing the video essay, or the script for the next video essay, which should be, for you guys, it'll be tomorrow. No, the 31st, which I believe is a Saturday. But there was a point when I was writing, and I was like, I feel like I'm starting to rip off Scott the Woz, and I don't want that. So I stopped and restarted from scratch. And there is like a touch of influence from Scott the Woz in the form of like some humor, like a very specific kind of humor, which is really, I would say the inspiration from Scott the Woz comes from me actually putting in my dark humor into the video essay. Because, like, normally I would be like, I don't know. But then, like, after watching a ton of Scott the Woz, I'm like, I should put my dark humor in my videos. And so I make a joke about the state of the world. And at first I was like, I don't know. And then I shared it with some friends to get some feedback on a technical level, and they were like, "Yeah, we like this dark humor bit. You can keep that." And I was like, "Okay, good." Also, I totally just went the wrong way. Hold on, I forgot to grab that. But yeah, so sometimes a little bit of dark humor goes a long way. Makes everyone really question your sanity and if you're okay. But it's okay. Frick off. This is all in a day's work. Just having dark humor. Alright, let's see this nice little explosion. This is actually a quite satisfying explosion. I like how they played with the fact that they're just solid objects and don't actually like explode into bits. And so it's like the main dish just kind of lumps off. It's like, ugh. Alright, we got Wicket. Wonderful. True Jedi story, 100%. We don't really need to worry. And 1.57 million. We're so close, but so far. True Jedi story and level completed. And oh shoot, that was 30 minutes? I was having so much fun shooting the shit and telling stories. I didn't realize half an hour had passed. Well, you know what this means. It means, sadly, we're going to have to end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. In the next episode of Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, we'll be taking on Chapter 5, Jedi Destiny. I would say the final boss fight. Or the final boss fight of Lego Star Wars 2. And then there's one more level after that. But it's pretty fun stuff. A little thank you for fighting the boss fight, but you know. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys Tuesday for some more Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Bye bye.